Yeah, so the Dillard Street property, it was the Eagles in Flight, a motorcycle repair and dealer. So, yeah, and informally before that, it was the Wells Fargo Bank and a Napa Auto Parts store. Very much a commercial property, round and round. There was a cafe in there at one point too, as well. So again, another 1031 property, and the owners wanted to relocate. On this case, they want to go to Oregon, and one of them was retiring, one of them was relocating out of state. So we were able to help them sell that. And then Medcalf Street, that was an old antique shop. The owner was had bought in a bigger location and was growing, so they needed to move out of that space and relocate their business to another space in Cedro Woolley, where they're currently still in operation. We were able to sell that for them, so they could free that up, and then that opened up space for another business to move on in there and operate. Yeah, for Medcalf Street, we had them close on the new location. They relocated out of there. The building became vacant, and then we sold the retail commercial spot right there on Medcalf Street in Cedar Woolley. The motorcycle repair, Eagles in Flight, they continued to do custom motorcycle work and repairs in their shop space while the property was on market, and they slowly sold out of their inventory. So they kind of did a closing down business transaction. And again, I was like the third or fourth agent on that one to get it sold. So at the time that it was working out in East Skagit County, it was still a transition period. Commercial in that area was a little bit slower in finding people that were interested in buying out there. The main thing is knowing that they can do the type of retail that they want to do in that location, or the type of business or the type of commercial activity. So just verifying all that with making sure that they can get the necessary business license and the permissions that they need. They have enough parking. There's things that are just going to work with whatever is required to occupy that space for that business, and then it'll work. And then for me as a listing agent for both of those properties, it's a little different. I was helping my client sell, and we're looking at sort of a net proceeds versus like maybe the buyer's broker, helping them ascertain if that's the best investment for their business, to make a purchase for that business or for a lease for that business, if whatever the best scenario is for whoever is working on each side of the transaction. Right away, it's just like a building inspection is like, one of the biggest things to see what the health and condition of the building is, how's things holding up, how much, money will it take them to set the building up for their purposes? What's that look like? So I think for the buyers, they really have to, kind of know what they want. And is the space going to be right? Is the zoning right? Can they operate their business the way that they want to in that space? And then at that point, we've given them the opportunity to look at all that, and we're there to make sure they have the right access. And if there's any reports that we've agreed to and information and documentation that we need to provide, then that's all being gathered and sent over. So we're able to help them, figure out what's going to be best for them.